Hey, Katrina here, and it's another 5-Minute Friday. So I decided it might be fun to play in my Luther Lapbook today. So I'm going to start with this page. I remembered that I had this little envelope, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to put Luther's tooth in there. Now, it's not very often that you find puppy teeth laying around, but I was lucky enough to find this one. I'm taking some old packaging here from some embellishments, and it had some perforations there, or I shouldn't say perforations, they were stuck together, they're sealed. And I'm just cutting this into a little envelope that I can stick this little piece of cardstock into. And all of the cardstock, all of the papers, everything you see here is from Polkadoodles. And if you refer back to my lapbook, you can find where all of these things came from. This was just a little journal tag that I cut apart just so I could have that little line, because the truth of the matter is I like to write on lines. I'm one of those people who, if I don't have a line, it just gets all cattywampus. So I'm just going to take this. This is very easy. Just stick this onto this piece of paper, and then I will put the piece of paper into the envelope, the little plastic envelope, and we'll be sealing his little tooth inside of there. Now, I noticed that this little plastic envelope had some gunk on it. So I got some of that gel out, you know, that antibacterial gel you use on your hands, and I just kind of swept that along on the little plastic envelope, as well as cleaned up any ink that was on my table. So I put the little tooth in there, grabbing a little washi tape to close that up, and then I can just insert it right into that envelope. Here's a close-up of the tooth. Now, if you'd like to see directions on how I did this page or this little brown envelope, click the little card, they call them cards, up in the right-hand corner, and you can go to that video. Let's continue on now to the page that I want to share today. When I made this page and I had that little look and the dog did it, we've had puppies before, so I knew catastrophes were on the way. Yeah, we blew out some drywall. Good thing my husband knows how to fix these things. So I think both dogs were racing along, didn't make the corner in the hallway, and banged in. So I found this little piece of cardstock that was left over from a page, and I saw that little trouble up there. These little bits and bobs, that life is from Polkadoodles also. Again, if you refer back to the video where I made this journal, you can find where I got everything, but it's all Polkadoodles. All these little bits and pieces. This is actually from Polkadoodles, but it is a pre-printed. The rest of it is all digital. And I believe it's called Outdoor Life or something like that. I'll link it below so that you'll know the name of that also. Right now I'm just going through and I'm inking all the pieces. And once I've got them all inked, then I have to figure out where they all go. And that takes the longest for me. So once I figure out where they all go, I just started hewing them down with some double-sided tape. Remember, when you use double-sided tape or you use tape runners, once you glue them in, they're pretty much there. So if you want wiggle room, I would recommend using glue. I decided it needed a little button up there, and I like to use E6000 when I glue in plastic or metal. I buy them in the little tubes. That way, if they dry out, I don't dry out a big tube of it. So I have several little ones instead, and that just works better for me. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Always great to have company. If you enjoyed these videos, give me a thumbs up, and you are more than welcome to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.